Here we go. So, episode 13.
Baker's dozen.
Good Lord, do we have a lot to talk about.
Baker Mayfield's dozen.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Baker Mayfield's dozen. Obviously, we're going to talk about Antonio Brown. We're going to talk about... Antonio Brown is an idiot, apparently. Or a mastermind. We'll talk about that.
People got paid.
Oh, God, so much money being spent. Anyway, as we do here on the Flexin podcast, I like to bring you all a fun fact. So, of the 50 fastest men's 100-meter sprint times ever run, only 15 have been run by an athlete not banned for drugs or subjected to allegations of failed drug tests. All 15 of those times are run by Usain Bolt.
When I sent you that, I was like, all right.
That's so awesome.
Well, I have one today.
Oh, fun fact from you.
Right.
Let's hear it.
Vince Carter is older than the three-point line. Vince Carter was born in 77 and the three-point line was introduced in 79.
I did not know that. Wow.
2 years older than the three-point line.
Well, at least you'll know you got a reference point for how old.
No wonder he's money from downtown.
No,
he's been doing it since before it was out.
He's not money from downtown. He's never been a shooter.
Yeah, I mean, better than me, so better than you.
Yeah, well, I can't shoot either.
We also don't play in the NBA. It's fine.
Yeah, it's what we talk like we do. Anyway, so a couple corrections, maybe just two. So last week we were talking about Andrew Luck retiring, because he did do that. And we were talking about how is it going to become a trend. Right. And my statement was, even though a lot of people do it, I don't think it's going to be a thing. And that doesn't make any sense. What I mean is, 30-year-olds aren't always going to retire from the NFL. People
have done it. I knew what you meant when you said it.
Right, but like when you think of a trend, you think of, oh, now nobody uses fullbacks anymore. That's kind of stuff.
That is a gone and dead position.
So, I mean, I meant something like that where everybody just retires at 30. So that's what I meant. It sounded really dumb when I listened to it back. But anyway, moving on. The next thing is we gotta take a huge L on Jalen Hurts, Doug.
Yeah, oh for sure.
We talked so
I'm so glad you brought it up.
Trash. Yeah. Jalen Hurts is the first player since Johnny Manziel to throw for 300 yards and rush for 150 in a game.
Oh, and he threw for 3 touchdowns and rushed for 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, in the 3 quarters.
And so he's your Heisman
front runner, 100%.
Because Trevor Lawrence looks like hot.
He played good today.
Did he?
Yeah. Better. He played much better.
Who did he play last week?
Georgia Tech.
Who did he look terrible against?
Georgia Tech.
Okay, that's all that matters to me.
Did you see Alabama hung up 62 on North Dakota State or whoever they played?
Screw that. Did you see Penn State drop 70 last week?
Maryland dropped 72 last week too. They put up 63 today.
So Maryland's just the greatest offense in
ever,
college football.
Yeah. Let's see, what Bama end up with? Bama ended up with, LSU is beating the shit out of Texas, by the way.
I love it. I love that we can kind of give live-ish updates.
Live-ish updates. Where's my freaking Alabama score? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll cut that out. Anyway, Jalen Hurts put up amazing numbers, and we said he wasn't going to be a Heisman frontrunner. Come to find out, he put foots in all of us.
I mean, I had a feeling that he was going to be successful in Oklahoma just because...
Everybody's successful?
Yeah, all the quarterbacks that go to Oklahoma are successful.
3 straight transfers.
Yeah. I mean, they look nice. Where was Baker at before that?
Texas Tech.
Was he?
Yeah. Kyler Murray was Texas Tech.
Yeah, but Texas...
No, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. Because he was... Yeah, because Manziel and all that nonsense.
Manziel.
That does not... Does it seem like it's been 5 years since Tim Tebow's been in the NFL?
God, no.
No, it feels like 20, right?
Yeah.
I miss him.
Anyway, hey. So Jalen Hurts, I apologize for talking crap.
I don't apologize.
But I wrote right here,
ammo.
Penn State actually won 79-7.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. And that's in regulation, not overtime.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. The other thing is, so we're
how would it be in overtime? Say the score again?
No, but I'm saying in regulation they scored almost 80 points.
But I'm saying, come on now. They smacked them. Good job,
bro. If you lose 79-7, do you just retire from football?
Did you see Michigan almost lost?
Yeah, double overtime.
Sad.
LSU's up 20-7 against Texas. I picked Texas to win that game. It's in Texas.
Well, you also before we really get into the meat of this is what I get for picking the Bears.
Yeah, this is your... All right, you want to start there?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Bears are terrible.
No, the Bears aren't terrible.
Trubisky
is awful.
He's so bad.
Haha, we swindled y'all.
But here's the thing. The only reason it's worse is because we traded up. We still would have taken that stupid kid at 3.
Yeah, but we tricked y'all into trading up for no reason.
Do you know how nauseous I was when they traded up and took Mitch Trubisky? Deshaun Watson, the national championship winning quarterback who just beat Nick Saban, he threw for almost 1,000 yards in the 2 championship games, but just him.
So,
against Nick Saban, and we're like, oh, you know what? We're going to take the white kid who started 12 games.
how far did he fall? I don't remember.
12?
Yeah, it wasn't that far, right?
Because Mahomes got taken at 10, and I think Watson was after that at 12 or 13.
So y'all had a chance. Y'all had a shot at both. How's that make
But
you
to be
feel?
fair, nobody was talking about Mahomes like that at the time.
But still, though.
I mean,
Nobody was talking about Trubisky either until all of a sudden, boom.
do you know why?
No.
He's white.
That...
Argue with me.
I can't.
Because
Same reason
Mahomes
why-
is half black.
It's the same reason why old boy Daniel Jones got taken instead of Haskins.
Yeah. If
Tell
the
me-
No,
tell
the
me-
Chicago Bears have had one black quarterback.
Although I will say, if Daniel Jones has those aren't just flashes in preseason,
Yeah, I know.
it might be decent.
Bro, the Bears are so bad. No, not the Bears, because the defense played really, really well. I mean, what else
Allen
is
Robinson got me some fantasy points.
Allen Robinson's good. But the problem is that he's the only one we got the ball to. Tariq Cohen didn't touch the ball
Y'all didn't
at
run
all.
the ball at all.
No.
I think he ran 10 times.
Mitch Trubisky threw the ball 45 times.
Yeah, why?
Because they don't have, I don't know. The running back, the rookie running back we've got looks good, dog. You can't tackle that. No, not one guy can tackle him.
I'm impressed by your defense, so I will
Of
say
course.
that.
Roquan Smith is the truth.
No, you guys shut down an Aaron Rodgers-led offense to 10 points.
2 throws. It took 2 throws to win that game.
Yep.
The 50-yarder to Scantling and the flick of the wrist, oops, it looks like it's going to be intercepted, touchdown to Jimmy Graham. That's it. 2 throws won that
That's
game.
literally just throw it up to Jimmy Graham. He's going to bring it down.
Yeah. And the way he threw it was just,
You got it.
good luck, fella.
Thanks.
And
Thanks,
freaking
bud.
Mitchell,
Look,
Bro,
this is your guys' fault for drafting a guy named Mitchell, all right?
I agree. I was against it from Jump Street. And the thing that bugs me is, so like, first drive, we got the ball at our 45. So
Right.
we had to go, 30 yards to be in field goal position? Couldn't do it. The next series, we got the ball in their side of the field. We couldn't gain a first down. He's so terrible. The only time we got a first down in the first quarter was he ran for it. He can't.
He's not a good quarterback.
And like there was a play, he's rolling out to his left, so it's a hard throw if you're going to straighten up and throw the ball, right? And there's a guy, the running back is like 5 to 10 yards away, covered. Allen Robinson is standing wide open on the sideline, waving his arms, throw me the ball. He takes a sack. He just gets tunnel vision. He can't see.
Maybe he can't roll out left.
Maybe he sucks.
Well, yeah.
The only
Remember in the countdown or the quarterback countdown they had Trubisky above Jimmy Garoppolo?
I would have. I still do.
No, why?
What's Garoppolo done?
6-0.
Stays injured.
Whoa, hey, he got hurt one time.
Twice.
Well, one time that mattered.
Because it was for your team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a big injury. He tore his ACL. We'll see what he does this weekend.
You know why? Because he refused to step out of bounds. Fucking idiot.
Well, he is an idiot. He dates porn stars.
All right, well, don't.
Porn star Jimmy. Anyway, so the Bears are...
Hey, would you rather porn star Jimmy or Mitch?
Porn star Jimmy.
Exactly.
Listen, maybe it was just a rough first game. He didn't play any in the preseason.
Yeah, but offense, you can't put up 3 points in a division game, dog. That was terrible.
3 points.
And y'all, see, the thing about Chicago, in my whole lifetime, and before that, Chicago's been about defense. So you're still
The defense was there.
But your offense needs to show up. Bro, they literally scored 2 touchdowns, they win that game. Mm-hmm. It's literally the playoffs all over again. Where was Cody at?
Who?
Parkey.
Hey.
He would have hit several crossbars.
Bro, that dude,
night.
so that dude kicked the field goal from 38 yards, made the field goal, promptly kicked the ball out of bounds the next drive on the kickoff.
He had to.
What are you doing?
He choked.
Also, he looks like he used to play soccer.
Hold on. What, doesn't he has a weird name, right?
Yeah, I can't remember it.
It's a French name. But,
Yeah,
okay.
he looks... Anyway, can we stop talking about my team? I know it's the only...
Yeah, because don't worry,
NFL
next week
game.
we'll be making fun of my team. It's fine.
I hope so. Bro,
Nick Bosa?
Mo's going to come over and watch games on Sunday, by the way.
He told me. What was I going to say?
Nick Bosa?
No. Yeah, not playing week 1. So watch out. Whatever defensive lineman's number 1 next year, we'll get him too. Eventually, we're just going to
But the Ravens play the Dolphins. I hope that game's on TV.
Why?
Because I want to watch it.
You think it's going to be gross?
Yeah.
So
the Dolphins are so bad.
So I have the Ravens defense.
I have Lamar Jackson on my bench. I'm not going to start him this week because Mahomes.
Not over Mahomes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we will talk a little bit about fantasy.
Yeah, because we're in the fantasy league.
Most of the people that listen to this
are in the fantasy league as well.
You're going down. So this guy, not me.
Yeah, no, my team is so good. It's ridiculous.
Oh, who in the league has Trubisky as their starting quarterback?
I don't know.
Bench him. Just for the future reference. I don't care who your backup quarterback is. If Ryan Fitzpatrick is your backup quarterback, start him.
I don't know. That Ravens defense is gross.
Yeah, but it can't be any worse than what Trubisky marched out there and did.
But if you started Trubisky already...
He threw into double coverage on third down.
Into
the end zone.
Yeah, he's terrible.
And
Adrian Amos picked it off.
I think that's funny that a former player picked him off. He's like, you know what? He's like, look, he probably didn't know how to say, listen, I'm going to pick this ball off. I know where he's going. So everyone else just do your jobs.
I got it.
I'm going to steal this game.
Anyway, so...
Although that defense still forced another punt.
That defense is because the Bears' defense is disgusting. Roquan Smith is so fast in middle linebacker. All right. You got Danny Trevathan. You got Khalil Mack.
I was going to say, speaking of Khalil Mack, do you want to transition it into the god-awful mess that the Raiders are in right now?
We'll talk about the Raiders in a second. We'll get there.
All right.
Is it an awful mess, really? It is. It's terrible. Anyway.
No, it was a... What do you want to call it when we get to it? God, train wreck?
It is. It looks. I don't know. I don't even have words for how bad it is.
Disgusting's not even a good enough descriptor.
Real quick, and then we'll talk about AB. So J.J. Watt was at a golf charity outing, and he found out from one of the kids at the charity golf outing that his team traded to Javion Clowney.
How did he react? Did he punch
he
a
just
kid?
tweeted it.
Did he punch a kid?
I think he punched
like on accident. He's like, what? And he just kicked a 35-yard field goal with an 8-year-old. And he's like, man.
My bad, dude.
I'm going to have to do so much more charity for Houston
My
now.
fault. Damn it. So, yeah, I thought that was funny.
After that, what hurricane was that?
Dornan?
The one that, not the one that's going on right now. The one that...
Harvey.
Yeah.
Harvey Dent.
Where he literally...
No reaction to the Harvey Dent comment?
No, not at all.
Wow, that was crazy.
That wasn't a good one.
Batman!
I know, but
I was trying to...
No, I knew what you were doing, but I didn't like it.
All right.
Anyway, I'm a big J.J. Watt fan after that, what he did.
Absolutely. J.J. Watt's a real stand-up guy. Hopefully he can stay healthy. That Texans defense, even without Jadeveon, is still good. Maybe they should put J.J. Watt at left tackle.
That would just have him play both ways? No, they got Tunsil.
Yeah, okay, right guard or left guard.
Yeah, just had a whole left side.
Just J.J. Watt on the left side.
JJ, and then sometimes we'll put you at tight end, you can catch some touchdowns. You already did it. Come on,
yeah, he's done it a couple times. Anyway, so AB. So
hold on, can I pull this?
We've got the thing, but so the reason he wanted out of Pittsburgh is because they weren't going to sign him to guaranteed money.
Right.
So he throws a bitch fit and gets out of Pittsburgh. They trade him, okay?
To Oakland.
For a third and a fifth or some shit.
Which is not a bad trade.
So he gets to Oakland.
That's Odell level trade.
Shut up.
No, it is. That's what they gave up, right?
Oh, they didn't give up a player, though. See, Odell's worth a player at least.
Yeah, Jabril. I guess Jabril's...
His name is Jabril. He can't be terrible.
That's not true. He doesn't even have a position right now.
Well,
what's he play?
So, safety backer,
kinda
return man.
Exactly.
All right. So once he gets to Oakland, we have a list. Here is the series of events,
literally from beginning to end, the beginning to the end of Antonio Brown's Raiders career.
Go ahead and let him have it.
So March 13th, introduced in Oakland after trade from Steelers. July 25th, shows up for training camp with frostbite. Can we just pause right there for a
frostbite.
second?
So he's doing a cryo, if you don't know. He went to a cryo chamber, which apparently he's done before, and decided to leave his feet uncovered and frostbite the bottom of his feet so they were peeling and disgusting.
July 30th, leaves Napa as he seeks medical treatment in midst of helmet grievance.
So he filed a helmet grievance because he
didn't want to give up his old helmet.
We talked about this. He didn't want to give up his old helmet, and he brought his old Steelers helmet, painted it Raiders colors by hand.
I was going to say, I just want to imagine it looked terrible.
Of course, it's still half
the
yellow
logo doesn't even look right.
They're like it's on upside down.
Steelers logo. You're like, wait,
it's only on one side.
August 18th, fined $40,000 for an excused absence. September 4th, Brown posts photo on Instagram of fine letter from GM Matt Mayock.
So if you didn't see that, on Instagram, he was sent a letter saying you've been fined a total of $54,000 for missing 2 practices. Okay? In his contract, when he signed, they said it's a $1 million signing bonus or whatever, right? Well, that was actually 2 $500,000 bonuses. if you show up to every summer practice, you get $500,000. He missed 2 of those, voided his $500,000 bonus. Okay? So, then they fine him $54,000, a combination for missing 2 things. And he posts a letter that said, you're being fined. If you do stuff again, contract detrimental to the team, you're going to be in trouble. His caption to that was, the devil's out. When your own team's trying to hate on you, you didn't go to work, so your team is hating on you.
I'm going to get to that when we really start talking about AB.
Continue.
What is it? Okay, so...
After the photo.
September 5th, reports surface of Raiders' plan to suspend Brown after he got into a heated conversation with GM Matt Mayock.
A heated conversation means he threatened to punch his cracker ass, and then grabbed a nearby football, punted it, and said, "Fine me for that."
Did he fine him for that?
I don't know. He was being held back by Vontez Burfict.
That doesn't make sense. Of all the people to hold you back?
Of all the people.
Okay, and then September 6th, fine $215,073.53. I don't really like that that's exact. Like that.
Why do you need the sentence?
By Raiders avoiding his $29 million of guaranteed money. And then September 7th, post on IG that he wants to be released. Raiders announced they've released Brown. So the last was that. We
are recording this on the 7th.
Yeah, so September 4th through the 7th, it just devolved into this. Here's what irritates me the most. So he literally goes from one. So he gets in that almost suspended for Monday.
Yeah.
And then they say he had an emotional apology.
Yeah, on Thursday, he stood up, or it was Friday.
Something like
Thursday
that.
or Friday, he goes up in front of the team. The team captains are standing with him.
Yeah, that's
he
what I
gives
was
an
saying.
emotional apology. He's like, "I'm sorry, I just want to be with the team." John Gruden comes out and says he's playing on Monday. We've got all this stuff set up. Friday, like 12 hours after this, he's fined $250,000 and suspended. So I guess after his apology, right, something transpires. He sends an email to an ESPN writer saying they've taken my guaranteed money. I'm not playing for them anymore if they don't want to give me my money. That's when he posts on IG saying he wants to be released. Like, it changed in like 12 hours.
I think it was that Gruden phone call.
I didn't hear the audio, but he said he posted it.
Yeah, and Gruden was just like, "Do you want to be here or not?"
Right.
He's like, "Do you want to be a Raider or not?" Okay, so I'm sure you got some theories. To me, everything that I know, it sounds to me like the dude just didn't. He didn't want to play for the Raiders. To me,
no, he didn't.
It seemed like so he was all he. It seemed like from the beginning he was kind of trying to get out.
So I didn't think about it until today, but he didn't choose the Raiders. He was traded there.
Yeah.
And so he ended up in a place where he gets guaranteed money and plays for a championship ring as opposed to the Raiders.
I mean, I get it.
He definitely did it on purpose.
He apologized when he was suspended. Like when he didn't think he was going to play Monday.
Right, then
all of a sudden now, when they say, "Oh yeah, he's going to play Monday," because Gruden came out and said, "No, you're playing Monday." All of a sudden now he's got an issue again.
Right, and then he posted a video of he was like, "I'm free, I'm free." I saw that. What are you talking about?
So here's my thing.
You weren't trapped.
Here's my thing. The whole situation is 100% on Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
and I'm not a fan at all. I understand that Oakland is a tough place. They are in a rebuilding situation right now. They're not going to win a championship anywhere in the near future. However, show up to practice and play in your damn games.
I'm definitely not a fan anymore, obviously, because I wasn't in the first place because I don't like his attitude.
Yeah.
I've never.
Well, here's the thing: everything that was going on in Pittsburgh,
bro, we don't even know.
Everybody pointed the finger at Ben.
Yeah.
Because all right, two of your high-profile teammates, both went out,
and both blamed him.
And I don't honestly think they got together on that shit. They were like, "Hey, we both went out of here. Let's just blame the one guy that's been here." And now Ben comes. The person that gains the most out of this is Roethlisberger.
Absolutely, 100%. He looks like a good guy. I mean, he looks like he's not a.
He just doesn't look like a piece of shit.
Right.
But what he is, but
well, he definitely is. But
in the locker room, they say he's not an issue.
Right, and AB, he's always been legendary for working hard. Like his practice mentality is really good, and he was a 6th-round draft pick or something. Like
yeah, but when he shows up.
But he never had a problem. Well, he had a problem showing up on time.
At the end of Pittsburgh.
Well, and when Pittsburgh beat Miami all those years ago in the playoffs, and he was on Facebook Live while his coach is telling the rest of the team not to be on, That's when the problem started.
Yeah.
And Mike Tomlin, I guess Colin Cowherd was talking about one of his friends he has in the NFL, called to talk to Mike Tomlin and asked him about AB, and he said, you don't know the half of it. We covered up so much stuff for that guy because he was playing and playing well. And at the end of the season, he just decided he didn't want to play for the team anymore, so they shipped him out of there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think...
But listen. We haven't even got to the fact that he signed with the fucking Patriots.
Well, I was more... But I called that.
You text me like an hour before he signed, and Pat McAfee said like 2 days ago, he was like, watch New England. Watch. Bro, can we... Listen, I don't even know...
Anytime a high-profile player with character issues becomes a free agent... So I called that about...
Gordon,
yeah. Josh Gordon. When he became a free... I was always like... New England's going to scoop him up.
But, like, it's so sad because I was talking to my aunt, and she was like... McAfee said, watch out for AB to the Patriots. And I said, if he signs with the Patriots, I'm not watching any more football games. There's no point.
Yeah, there is. I don't have enough faith in Tom Brady's arm strength to be able to really...
Antonio Brown is not a deep threat like that.
No, he's not a deep threat, but he likes to dump off all the time. Unless they're going to line up AB in the backfield and have him just check down all game.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Here's my...
It's going to be so
Antonio
disgusting.
Brown, right now, Antonio Brown is the best receiver Tom Brady's ever had. I know you're going to say Randy Moss, but you kind of got Moss at the tail end.
Sure.
Like, it wasn't Minnesota. Like, imagine Tom Brady with Minnesota Moss.
No, I hear you. But here's the thing. He's the best receiver since Moss.
Oh,
what was the last time he had a talented wide receiver? They went 17-0?
Yeah. So...
Hey, you know what's ironic, dog? They play Pittsburgh this weekend.
How convenient.
He can't play.
He can't play? Good.
He can't play till next week.
Good.
But still...
So
Bro, if they mess around and beat the Steelers...
Did he think... So did AB, when he first demanded a trade, when he didn't want to be on Pittsburgh, did he think they were going to trade him to a championship contender? Why? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
No. You know what I would have done? I'd have called up Miami, and I'm like, hey, you want him?
Give me a...
I would have called the worst team in the league. I'm like, hey, what are you willing to get for Antonio Brown?
A 7th round the draft, not the main draft.
Not the main draft. Yeah, not.
I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna look it up. It'll be
compensatory or whatever. That's not it.
It'll be in the corrections.
That's not even a word.
We just made that up.
I just made that all up.
He's with New England. Dog, it's so gross. They're gonna be so good.
His move is up there with Boogie and KD going to the Warriors, like bitch level, right? Not only did he go to New England, who was already a championship contending team. Actually, you know what? That's the second biggest bitch move I think I've seen in sports. Right underneath KD going to the Warriors.
Yeah.
Because not only did you go to
I don't even have words, dog. I'm so upset.
Not only did you go to a contending team already, but you blew it up so bad that they had to cut you on purpose. You're right, though. He is an evil mastermind. All of his moves were calculated.
Like the helmet grievance?
No, before that.
Well, I know, but even...
No, before that. When he dyed his mustache, he knew what he was doing. That was when he came up with the idea. He was like, look, if I don't get cut for this mustache, I gotta. He's like, all right, I gotta up my game up.
And he just went crazier and crazier. This dude, his helmet grievances, he filed 2. He was literally doing it just to get a helmet endorsement deal. Because he wanted some company to come out and endorse him for a helmet.
Really?
Yep, he came out and said that, bro. He called his boss a cracker and threatened to punch him in the face.
I liked him before that week 17 last year in Pittsburgh. And I don't even like Pittsburgh, but see, here's the thing. So they want to talk about Andrew Luck quitting on his team, right?
Yeah.
Antonio Brown literally quit on his team.
To be fair, they suspended him that game.
Yeah, because he wasn't going to come in anyway.
No. I don't understand. Like, do you know how much money $30 million is, dog? Like, $500,000 is life-changing amount of money. All you had to do was show up. It did not say participate. It said show up to practice.
By the way,
yeah.
Since you brought up $30 million.
Yeah. Oh, we got to talk about who got paid?
3 people got paid huge contracts
is it just
this
3 or is there 4? Hold on, I wrote them all down. It's 4, dog. 4.
You want to go in numerical order?
No, I'm just going to go to who I wrote down.
All right, then we can all talk about them.
Jared Goff signed a 4-year, $134 million contract with $111 million guaranteed.
So here's my problem with that. Well, y'all should have waited at least one more year. Wait, one more year.
You shouldn't have.
Yeah, you should have.
Because if he wins the Super Bowl, his money goes up.
The Rams aren't winning the Super Bowl, not with Jared Goff at quarterback.
He's not bad.
Yeah, what did he do last year in the Super Bowl?
That's because he went up against Bill Belichick.
No, he went up against that Patriots defense, sure, but he didn't do shit.
Tom Brady didn't do shit either.
Yeah, well, Tom Brady sucks. Listen, so I don't know. I would have waited a year, man.
Sure, I
Worst
can see
case, you got to pay him more, but you already paid him a shit ton.
But okay, so what if? Okay, no, but hear me out. Okay, so you have to pay him more. What if that number goes up to like 120 million guaranteed?
I don't really care. It's the Rams.
It's a lot of money, bro. They had to pay him early, and Colin Cowherd said, in his opinion, Jared Goff got this contract when he beat Patrick Mahomes on Monday night in that game. He outplayed, and I don't know outplayed is the right word, but he dueled him throw for throw.
Head to head, yeah.
And he made some great plays.
So, Goff,
yeah.
That's one.
Goff. Next up is...
Hold on. So, before we jump into the next one,
yeah.
So how does this signing affect Dak Prescott?
He has to get 113.
TM, they need to pay. They need to get away with paying him with the Dak tax.
They got to Dak tax him. They got to after he signs his contract, he's got to go buy Dakota.
He's like, all right, yeah, sure, dog, I will pay you $30 million, $35, whatever you want, but I'm calling you Dakota from now on.
And nobody is calling you Dak.
And you just see him and you look at him and he's just, you know what? Can I take that 25 now?
No, now it's down to 20.
No, dog.
Listen, here's the thing.
I'm paying you 18 a year and you're going to smile every day.
So Wentz got 108 guaranteed. Goff got 111.
So they're going
to has to go to 113.
Or
close.
Or more?
He can't get more. Couple million more than what Goff just signed for is what he's going to go for. And if Dallas gives him that,
they're stupid.
That is so...
I mean, they paid Zeke, so they did one smart move.
Let's look at that. Zeke got 6 years, 6 years, $90 million with $50 million guaranteed.
Yeah, but
now,
that six has asterisk.
Right, it's an extension.
Yeah.
So it's 8 years total. He had $13 million left on his 2 years, so it's $103 million contract. The $50 million guaranteed is, it's guaranteed, but it's like it's all backload. It's a weird. It's still a team friendly deal in a way.
Yeah,
but
2 of those years are player options,
so,
or team options.
I wanted to put this in bullshit. Skip Bayless says, but I don't know if I can because it might actually make sense. So he's saying Jerry Jones won the deal, not Zeke, because he thinks Zeke came in asking for quarterback money. Zeke came in asking for $25-30 million guaranteed.
No one's ever going to pay a running back that much money.
But he's saying if Zeke came in at $10 million more than he got, right, and they negotiated down to top paid running back, Jerry Jones wins the deal.
I mean, sure, but I don't believe that. I think he literally came in super high. He still wins.
Oh, it's definitely a win.
No, Jerry Jones doesn't win because he still has to pay Zeke money. So really, I don't care how you spin it.
It was an interesting take.
No, he's right. I mean, if he really came in there with that outrageous amount of money, but even Zeke had to know there's no damn way they're paying.
Well, and Skip was saying like, is Zeke the most important Cowboy? He's not even going to be the highest paid Cowboy. DeMarcus Lawrence is getting paid. I think Zeke's going to get $15 million a year. DeMarcus Lawrence is getting like $20 million a year, and he says Dak and Amari are both going to make more money than Zeke.
So here's my thing. I'll say this, and then we can move on to the next guy that got paid, which I'm assuming they're both wide receivers, right?
Yes, sir.
So look what that offense looks like without Zeke, as far as importance.
But I mean, for some reason, the argument is last year Zeke was with them, and they were 3-5 halfway through the season, and Zeke played all those games. But then when they got Amari Cooper, that's when the offense turned around.
Well, yeah, another piece isn't going to hurt.
But here's the thing.
When you line up and you know Zeke's going to get the ball.
Right. That argument goes both ways.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Amari Cooper open the offense. No. It's that the defense still paid all their attention to Zeke, and Amari Cooper was just one-on-one. Oh, he happens to win those. Because Cole freaking Beasley wasn't beating anybody one-on-one. Obviously, you're going to be able to make... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you can't make strides having a number one receiver when the entire defense is looking... Anyway.
Don't forget that the Cowboys did us... You know what? I know I'm a 49ers fan. I'm not supposed to like the Cowboys, but they did us a favor. They did football a favor by getting Jason Witten out of the booth and back on the field because he was the worst commentator I've ever heard in my life.
But the other Cowboys commentator, Mr. Romo, is fantastic.
might be the best I've ever heard.
He's really good.
He's scary good. If you used your powers for good on the field.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Okay, so next up is one Mr. Tyreek Hill. And by the way, I hate the way... Chris Carter says Tyreek Hill and Tariq Cohen. He calls them Tariq Cohen and like Tariq Hill or something.
Look, Don't talk about Chris Carter like that.
Chris Carter also calls him Patty Mahomes, dog.
Yeah, you know why? It's because his brain's all scrambled. Leave him alone.
Anyway, Tyreek Hill got signed a 3-year, $54 million extension with $34 million guaranteed.
I like that. I like that deal.
That's a good deal.
That's a good deal.
And
you cannot let him walk if you're
he's
Kansas City.
so broken.
He's
man.
broken. Well, especially him and Patrick Mahomes are like the dream scenario.
It's like they were made for each other.
They are made for each other. They literally, okay, so you got the fastest guy, arguably the fastest guy in the NFL.
I would say
he's probably,
player.
yeah. And you have the biggest arm. So literally you're like, all right, we're on the 10. I'm going to throw it to the end zone, Tyreek. You go get it. Please? Please? He's like, I already have it.
Yeah. I already did that.
Yeah, I already have
it. He's unbelievable. He's like 5'10", but he's like a real receiver. He's not just a deep threat.
Yeah.
He'll go over the middle. He makes sideline catches. He's a real receiver.
But
he's developed well.
But the fact that you can literally just, hey, go run a streak real quick.
As fast as you can run.
Yeah, and trust me, he's going to get you the ball.
That's so crazy.
He doesn't have an arm. It's a Mega Man blaster.
It's a bazooka.
Yeah.
So the last guy that got paid, Julio Jones, signed a 3-year, $66 million contract with $66 million guaranteed. So the last person who got their contract fully guaranteed was Kirk Cousins.
That's a mistake.
So this is the second guy to get a fully guaranteed contract in the NFL ever.
But I like that. It's Julio. So let's argue this real quick. You feel like arguing? I mean, that's our whole friendship,
I
right?
think that's what this is based on. You're gonna say something stupid.
No. I want your. Who's the best receiver in the NFL?
Okay.
Because I know, according to Madden, is Julio. Because the announcers all the time talk about
Hopkins is the best.
He's
the only 99 overall receiver.
Yeah, but they say it literally.
Julio. Okay, so I guess here's my question.
What do you want from your wide receiver?
Not only what do you want is if we take health out of it, it's Odell. Odell is the most supremely gifted wide receiver in the NFL.
He might be, like, skills-wise,
yeah.
He might be the best we've seen in a long time.
Pure skill, the hands, combined with speed, combined with route running. There's not a receiver that runs a better slant than Odell.
I'm honestly asking, and I know you hate when I say this shit, because you don't like it when I say it. Does he run block? Because that means a lot to me.
He gets in the way. But he's not as good as Julio.
No, but he's not like...
he's only 5'11", bro.
He's not... No, I'm not saying that. So he's not like... Who was it? Was it Randy Moss?
They refused?
That didn't really run block? There was a wide receiver that just like...
There's Randy Moss who doesn't run block, and then there's Hines Ward who kills linebackers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta fall in between
well, to me, so all the things you named about Odell are important, but also when you're not directly involved in the offense... To me, that's equally as important. So whether it be blocking downfield or running a route when you know you're never going to see the ball in that play.
To be totally honest with you, if I'm guaranteed health of a player, I'll take Odell. Since I'm not, Julio's the best.
Julio, to me.
Bro, because he's got literally all the stuff you want. He can jump, he can catch, he can block, he's fast, he's strong.
There's not a route he can't run and run well.
Right, like
there's not a ball. Like there's not a ball in the Super Bowl when they lost that sideline.
He threw it out of bounds, and Julio just was like, "Nah, go catch it arms."
I know you were trying to incomplete, but I got this. I'll go out of bounds for you.
Did you ever talk to Ben about that?
No. Oh, didn't he? It's conspiracy theory, right? He wasn't supposed to catch it.
It was that cost them the game. Him catching that ball.
Whatever. Anyway, they weren't going to win that game anyway. You know why? Because Bill Belichick was on the other sideline. He's like, "Hey, I just wanted to build suspense."
And now he's got AB.
Yeah.
Arguably
he's another one up. So let's look at it. It's Hopkins, Julio,
AB,
Odell, AB.
Odell.
I feel like we're forgetting somebody.
Yeah, we are. Mike Evans could be up there. Tyreek
Hill. No. Old boy from New Orleans. Michael Thomas.
He's not up there with them.
They throw him in there.
He's not up there to me.
I'm not saying he is, but the NFL...
He's not, but he lacks... So he's in the DeAndre Hopkins category of he will catch everything and do that stuff, but he's not athletic, bro. He's so slow.
Yeah.
Compared to Odell and Julio, this dude can't run like that. His route running is impeccable, but I think Michael Thomas benefits from having one of the most accurate passers ever.
Ever? We'll see what he looks like without Drew Brees in a couple years.
Right. Tomorrow. Because Drew Brees is going to retire this year, bro.
He has to.
He's 45,000 years old.
He looked rough at the end of the year last year.
So did Tom Brady. I know who won the...
No. I don't... How? How do you get tired from checking down all game? going 35 for 36 because
Well,
you just
listen.
you throwed it from me. He's throwing it from me to you.
Did you watch the preseason at all?
No, I didn't.
So there's a play in the preseason. It was, I think, at the second game. Well, Tom Brady's played all three of them, all three of the main ones. It might have been the third game.
See,
but
I know Tom Brady does get out there.
I think it was the second week, dog. So it was on. Skip Bayless was talking about, because Tom Brady this offseason, we talked about it in the podcast, had said he's improved his throwing distance and improved his 40 time this offseason.
What, from a 7.67 to a 7.68?
It was a 5.6, first of all. Second of all, it's down to a 5.5. Anyway, listen. So he he says he's improved his 40 time. Okay, and Skip was arguing, well, this is the best Tom Brady we've ever seen. Okay, so Tom Brady, it's 3rd and 3. Okay, he scrambles for a first down, and he tried to juke, and he did this. His head like tilted a little to the side, and then he like fell forward for the first down. And Skip literally goes, "That was some quickness there. There was an explosion there." He threw a little shimmy and he threw a move. I'm like, Skip, dog, shut up.
Tom Brady. I will say the one that Peyton Manning had more mobility in Denver. Remember when he hopped over a guy?
I will tell you this. So one time years ago when Brian Urlacher was still playing for the Bears, they played Tom Brady on Monday Night Football, and Tom Brady juked out Brian Urlacher. I never heard the end of that, dog. Oh, it hurt my heart.
That's what you get for being a Bears fan. Anyways,
how about this? So I don't gamble a lot, but I did make a bet with it because one of my coaches and my best friend, my other best friend, are Packers fans. The
Rabbi's
one time,
a Packers
dog,
fan?
huge. So yeah, it's bad. So, but the one time in the last 100 years or whatever that the Bears beat the Packers, I made a bet, and they had to wear he wore a Brian Urlacher jersey, and my coach wore a Walter Payton jersey to practice. I was so happy, bro. It was great. And then we've proceeded to lose to them every game since.
Is that no? They didn't win. They won last year, right?
No,
like Khalil Mack's first game, they lost.
Dog, Aaron Rodgers came back on the field. He left before halftime injured, came back after half and led a 20-point comeback.
In Khalil Mack's first game?
Yes.
My bad.
And he tore him up. Khalil Mack had like 3 sacks in the first half, 2 fumble recoveries.
An interception?
He did it all. He intercepted Deshaun Kaiser. Was like, that guy's really big and scary.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not surprised.
Anyway.
Kaiser's trash. Name who he plays for right now.
Next we're going to talk about bullshit Skip Bayless says. I think that's the next topic on my list here. Nothing he says matters. You fucking.
So we agree. We agree that Julio, right?
I think right now Julio's the best wide receiver in the NFL. It goes for my money, Julio, Hop, and then Odell. But Odell's hurt right now.
It's literally health,
bro.
Right?
But Mike Evans is 6'5". The only reason we hear enough about Mike Evans is because he plays with Jameis freaking Winston.
Who, by the way,
this is his last year. If Bruce Arians can't make that kid good, it's over for him. I mean, he'll get a job.
Yeah, he's going to be a buried
backup, but still,
he's going to be another RG3. He's going to be on an NFL team, but not.
No, he ain't starting.
No, and he's not going to see he's not even addressed.
If he pulls his head out of his ass, he might. They got a defense. They made a couple good draft picks.
Winston looked nice coming out of college, and then all of a sudden, like he had his first year, he was all right, and then after that, shit.
Yeah, a lot of shit. I mean, and I think part of that is he came in with that, I'm great.
So he won a national championship
freshman year.
Good for you.
And he thought that was going to be, he had that attitude about him. And I hope that being behind Fitzmagic has really opened his eyes a little bit.
I hope so.
He
didn't look great last year either.
No. Bullshit Skip Bayless says, we're going to actually start with somebody not named Skip Bayless. Damon Woody. Okay, he says some dumb stuff.
Okay, but again, if you play football, you get a little bit of an excuse.
Okay, let me ask you this. Who's the best player in the NFC South? Saints, Panthers, Falcons, Bucks. Who's the best player in the NFC South?
We just talked about him.
Julio Jones?
Julio Jones.
You sure?
In my opinion.
Damian Woody said Alvin Kamara.
What? All right.
Well, he can run the ball. He can catch the ball. Can he
throw the ball? I mean, good for you.
Apparently, he's just a better overall player than Julio Jones.
Did he specifically name Julio?
Yes, because the other guy was arguing for Julio. He's like, nah.
Julio is the best one in that. He's literally arguably the best wide receiver in the league. Are you taking Kamara over
Zeke? Nope.
Yeah, Gurley.
Yeah,
Saquon.
Well, it depends. Is Gurley like 2 years ago? Gurley? Yeah, I'll take Gurley. Saquon? No, I'm taking Saquon 100
Right.
times.
There's a bunch of running backs you would take above him.
Yeah, so
Give me Kareem Hunt.
but see, oh yeah, most definitely. But like, I'm not saying Kamara's bad.
No.
He's not the best player in that division.
He's not even the best running back. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Is he the best player on his own team?
No, I gotta take Michael Thomas.
Not for my money, but
if you can create a target like that for Drew Brees,
no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
yeah, thank you.
I just, what are you thinking, Damian Woody?
Again, though, would Kamara fit into another offense?
No,
So I'm saying, like,
unless it's like McVay's offense.
He fits well in that.
Right.
In that I'm going to
He's
throw the
benefited
ball
from
a
a system.
billion times a year.
Yeah.
And then the one time I
I need
hand
you
it off,
to
you're
know,
not ready.
Skip Bayless said Tony Pollard is Cowboys' Alvin Kamara.
Is he
Yeah.
real good, huh?
He drafted him in the same round.
Oh, I bet.
Fucking idiot. Anyway,
Hey, speaking of
So,
which, give me one. Give me a Skip.
you ready?
I need one.
I'm gonna start calling you Corey Bayless.
Oh,
Because Skip says the same thing. He needs to see more from Patrick Mahomes before he anoints him.
no,
Listen,
I'm just saying I have a hard time believing he's going to go back-to-back 5,000 yards. That's all I'm saying.
5,000 yards is doable. It's the 50 touchdowns I have questions about.
Yeah.
Just because everybody throws the ball now, it's
Yeah.
hard not to get.
Well,
I mean, Ben Roethlisberger threw for 5,100.
My main point about Mahomes is now they've got more tape on him.
Corey
And they've had
Bayless.
a whole.
That's exactly what Skip Bayless says, and I countered that point with.
But here's my thing. I will admit I'm wrong. He won't. I'll admit I'm wrong.
Will you?
Yeah.
I will hold you to that. So the other thing is, listen, Patrick Mahomes is cool, right?
I like him.
He's a nice player. He's a
sounds
nice
like
guy.
He sounds like Kermit when he talks.
Sounds like Kermit the Frog, which is always a bonus. I like Kermit, but we gotta talk about something. I can't believe I haven't brought this up yet.
I need him to sing "It's Not Easy Being Green."
Anyway, I'm gonna cut that. Listen,
time.
so I hope you're all sitting down. So Patrick Mahomes,
Here we go.
like every red-blooded American, likes to eat steak.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes eats his steak with ketchup.
I did that as a kid.
Hmm?
What? I did.
But would you do that now as a grown-ass adult?
No.
Do you know what else kids do? Put hot dogs in their macaroni and cheese, okay? Kids are stupid and they mess up.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I might still eat that. Just like a bite of it. Not a whole plate, not a whole meal. But like if I came over here and you had some mac and cheese and hot dogs for eating, I'm like, hey, can I get a bite? Just for old nostalgia's sake.
Listen, dog, but you don't understand. He puts not like steak sauce.
Now
Bro,
I would put steak sauce on my
There's a video. There's a commercial. It's an NFL. It's
sure you
one of
didn't
their
just do it for
draft.
money?
It's no. He said he kept it under wraps his rookie year because he didn't want to get made fun of. After he threw 50 touchdowns, Hines said if he breaks the touchdown record, which he didn't, Hines said they were going to give him a lifetime supply of ketchup. This dude loves his ketchup.
Here's my thing. This isn't even what we need to talk about with him.
What?
Why does he look like a grown-up version of Steph Curry's daughter?
While that is hilarious, I think it's a coincidence. You don't understand. In the commercial, right? He's staring into the camera. He's got a big, juicy steak with the bone still in that motherfucker. And he just squirting ketchup on the steak, staring into the camera.
What's he say?
I don't remember. I was too nauseous.
You threw up?
Yeah,
You
my
looked
mouth
away?
a little bit.
You looked away and you're like,
Ketchup on steak. And he puts ketchup on everything. Steak is just the most blatantly
I
terrible.
was like that as a kid, but I grew up out of it.
Right, because you're grown.
Well, I grew up and now I dunk a lot of stuff in ranch. But listen,
No, I do too. Ranch is acceptable. Would you put steak in ranch?
do I have steak sauce?
Here's the question.
Is it a well done?
Are you one of the
steak?
people who need steak sauce? Because if you go to a real steakhouse and order a not well done, obviously, but a well cooked.
I'm not going to a steakhouse. Steak's not my go-to meal. I mean, meat. Chicken. Look, this is the same guy that gives me shit for eating boneless wings.
They're not. The problem is not that you eat boneless wings. It's the fact that you call them fucking wings. They're not wings. They're
What are
chicken
they?
nuggets.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm a grown-ass child that loves chicken nuggets.
Fine.
With sauce on them.
As long as you tell me, hey, I ordered chicken nuggets for dinner. Don't come at me with, I had wings for dinner last night. It was great. And then I see you pat your cheek with the freaking sauce.
I'm not a dog. I'm not going to gnaw on a bone. All right?
It's the bone gives it flavor.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. You
It
can't
is
just make
not.
stuff up.
The problem is it's not a wing. I will not argue. If that's how you prefer to eat your chicken nuggets, that's cool. You do you. Do not come at me with them wings.
Boneless wings. So anyway, listen. So
Anyway.
we're just gonna shit on Patty Mahomes for.
If you keep calling him Patty, yeah.
No, he's Patty. If he's gonna eat ketchup with steak, that's his name, Patty.
Okay, he'll be Patty in Dakota That'd be the best friends I ever did have.
I'm not gonna call my best. If my best friend's name is Dakota, I'm not. That's not my best friend.
Okay, so we touched on this earlier, right? Talking about how Dak exploded when he got Amari Cooper.
Right.
They went 7-1, and Skip likes to go to over the last 10 games. Dak Prescott led the NFL in completions, air distance, and was third in yards or something. All good stats. They sound really great over 10 games. However, over those same 10 games, they led the NFL in rushing yards and rushing attempts. Mm-hmm. So Dak was making easy throws to probably wide open receivers.
Yeah.
So it sounds a lot like maybe you need Zeke.
Yeah.
Because if it had been reversed and they were last in the league in rushing attempts and Dak was first in passing attempts or whatever, I'll give you credit.
Yeah.
But if he's only throwing the ball 20 times a game, 25 times a game, yeah.
It's almost like defenses weren't really paying attention to Amari Cooper until it was too late.
Right. That's not you can't keep coming at me with that same shit, Skip, of, well, he's just not dinking Dak. He just makes plays. That's all he does. Yeah, when the defense is watching literally the entire offensive line before they look at you.
Yeah, well, they're not even looking at you. They're looking who's behind you.
Right, where's Zeke?
Yeah.
Because, we didn't even talk about this. So after the Bears debacle, okay, the Packers corner, Tramon Williams, I think it was Tramon Williams.
Oh, I think I know what you're about to say.
He came out and was like, yeah, we just wanted to make Mitchell play quarterback because then we knew he would win. Because he's a bad quarterback. That's what they're doing in Dallas. They want to stop Zeke and hope Dak can beat him. And if Dak beats him, they'll live with that.
It's literally like before. It was was it the year? It was the year that LeBron drug that crap Cavaliers team to the finals.
In 07?
I think so. When they were literally they let LeBron just keep taking mid-range jump shots.
Yeah,
because he wasn't hitting them down like he does now.
Yeah, that's what San Antonio did when they beat him the first time.
They were literally saying, "Let that man shoot. If he beats us on the mid-range,
on shooting, yeah,
then all right, then he'll beat us. But if not."
Although that season, did you see him Statue of Liberty Tim Duncan? No. He just dribbled the ball, held it above. He didn't even dribble. He just took 2 steps, held the ball above his head, and just yammed it on Duncan's head.
Okay, you can't do that to the big fundamental. He doesn't know what you're doing. He's about fundamentals. He's not about athleticism.
He's not about LeBron jumping over him.
Hey, fundamentals don't teach you shit about defending that.
I just I'm not saying Dak's bad. He's not. He's about to get paid entirely too much money. But you can't use.
He's the run-of-a-mill quarterback. I would say if I could name.
He's Tim Tebow with a better throwing motion.
I would put at least 15, 17 quarterbacks ahead of him. In my opinion,
it's not like
he's definitely not in my top 10 quarterbacks.
This. How about this? He can start for my team. I guarantee you the Bears win a Super Bowl with him. They upgrade all the way to Dak.
I'm not saying I wouldn't take him.
Isn't that crazy? Mitch freaking anyway. I'd rather have a dude named Dakota than a dude named Mitch. Come on.
So let me ask you this. So at the end of the year, you're sitting there with that defense. You go 9-7 because there's no way with that defense you have a bad record. 9-7
because your offense is going to accidentally score 10 points a game.
Y'all get eliminated in the wild card. Let's say. Do you even
100%? You're looking for a new quarterback,
right? You have to
immediately
because back-to-back years it's his fault.
You go get Teddy Bridgewater out of New Orleans. Although they might keep him to back up Drew Brees.
He might be their starter next year.
Go get Ryan Tannehill.
There's a lot of quarterback. Wow, take a gamble. Go pick up Colin Kaepernick.
I'll take him.
Did you see him throwing routes to Odell?
It don't mean shit.
I will say it was a commercial, so they're not going to show everything.
Right, they showed the highlights. But can we talk about how good Odell looked?
I mean, duh. It's Odell. But yeah.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you this. He can't come into the NFL until he can put a helmet on. Big ass afro.
Cut your hair. Or at least braid it. Something ridiculous.
It looks so stupid.
I miss him in the NFL.
The Bears are so terrible. Anyway. So, yeah, let's go to our next. We can't talk about the Cowboys all day. Pro Football Talk.
So do we talk so much shit about the Cowboys because Skip loves them or because he always brings them up?
Yes. It's actually a combination of both. If Skip Bayless, remember, I go the opposite of whatever Skip Bayless says, first of all. Second of all, I don't have any beef with the Cowboys for real, but he just parades them so hard. After the Bears game, because the Bears play the Cowboys this year, in Soldier Field, like December 5th. He said, after seeing that game, Cowboys are going to go 13-3 instead of 12-4. because they're going to beat the Bears.
You're basing that off week one.
Week 1.
Whatever.
So that's part of the reason why we talk so much shit.
I don't feel like Trubisky's going to come out there and lay goose eggs all year.
He
you said he didn't play in
the preseason. He needs to warm up a little bit.
But
we're going to run the ball some more.
He still made terrible decisions in that game.
Yeah, he looked like a rookie, bro.
You can't come out and punt
he
8
looked
times
like a brand
in a game
new
and
guy.
expect to win.
Bro, if the first like 5 drive was punt, field goal, punt.
Well, you know what's crazy? So if that defense scores a touchdown, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's crazy. They score more than the offense. That can't be a thing.
They did that last year.
That can't be a thing.
We did that when we went to the Super Bowl in 06.
I know, but that can't be a thing. Not in today's NFL.
I agree.
You have to have an offense. That game manager, it works, but not. It's rare. You have to have Peyton Manning level quarterback.
Yeah,
game manager.
We'll see. Look, I'll give him one more week, but if he looks like that next week, I'm gonna have a talk, man. I'm gonna
call him.
I'm gonna call him up. I'm gonna let him know.
Skype him on here.
He doesn't want to get on this podcast. I'll tear his ass apart. I'll tear his ass apart.
Look, first of all, Mitch.
He's like, guys, my mom named me. Like, stop.
What's your middle name?
I'll start crying.
Paul. I bet you're a Paul.
So,
you're like a Paul.
Pro Football Talk, one of the many football analytic websites or whatever, has the Cowboys 4th in their power rankings. 4th. Ahead of Chicago, ahead of the Steelers, ahead of
Chicago right now.
They do now. Ahead of the Steelers, ahead of the Eagles, even ahead of all these really good teams. 4th is entirely too high. Top 10, I'll give you top 10.
Who do they have as number 1 through 3?
It was Chiefs, Patriots, Saints, Cowboys, I think. Which is
so they don't have the Rams up there.
No, they were ahead of the Cowboys, or ahead of the Rams.
Ew.
Yeah. Way entirely too high.
I think a lot of people have the Rams taking a step back this year.
I don't know. We'll see.
Clay Matthews on that defense is going to be the
difference
just
maker.
An
addition, bro. Just another weapon.
They lost Ndamukong Suh, but
that just gives Aaron Donald more room to work in the middle.
Yeah, like stay out of my way. You're too slow.
Aaron Donald's so scary, man.
Dude,
he's
play him in
huge.
Madden. Play him in Madden.
I
know what happens.
I'll play him right now. I'm
don't.
loading the game up right now.
Don't.
So the next thing is, Skip Bayless said,
here we go.
Nick Foles is the best quarterback in Eagles history just because he won the Super Bowl.
Do you forget about Donovan McNabb? Or
Donovan McNabb couldn't win.
Yeah, because he went up against that Patriot. He went up against Bill Belichick.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Nick Foles went against Bill Belichick and won. Tom Brady, or fucking Skip Bayless, to this day, says the reason they lost the Super Bowl is because of Bill Belichick, and the reason they won this year's Super Bowl was because of Tom Brady.
How's that make sense?
Well, it doesn't, because if you think about it, Bill Belichick coached the defenses in both games, sure, and the defense played amazing in this one, and Tom Brady threw one good pass to Gronk this one. That's it.
And really, that was more Gronk than anything.
It's always more Gronk, but Tom Brady played excellent. He completed all the 5 passes on the 1 touchdown drive in the game.
Whatever.
Clutch, alpha, sniper, assassin.
Whatever.
But Bill Belichick's the reason they lost. How do you lose when Tom Brady throws 500 yards?
Because he got outplayed by the Eagles?
Right, he fumbled in the 2-minute drill. The Eagles sacked him, he fumbled. Malcolm Butler didn't play. Malcolm Butler played the most stats, but he was also statistically one of their worst corners. Huh. That's weird. It's almost like Bill Belichick didn't want him going up against Alshon Jeffrey.
He's a beast, too.
Alshon Jeffrey's pretty good. Not, top tier.
But he could take the top off only because he's going to jump over everybody and catch him.
Nelson Aguilar.
I still can't believe you let him walk.
Idiots.
I can't believe you let Alshon Jeffrey walk. I mean, don't get me wrong. Allen Robinson's pretty good.
No, he's decent. He's decent. He can't
Alshon Jeffrey good.
No.
Not to me.
He's too spotty.
Yeah.
He'll disappear.
Yeah. All right, anyway.
What
else we got?
Sorry. Hold on. Up next on the wonderful segment that is Bullshit Skip Bayless says. So Carson Wentz this offseason came out and he said that he had to go talk to his pastor about all his struggles. He's felt really under pressure and all the stuff he's been feeling. He went and talked to his pastor about it. Skip says it's a sign of weakness, and he can't. How can you trust your leader if he has to go talk to his pastor when he gets too much pressure? And now he just signed the biggest contract in NFL history at the time. There's too much pressure. He's not going to make it. What? Skip Bayless is religious even, and I don't care if you're religious or not. But sometimes you got to talk to people.
So here's the thing. This is how I look at it. So if you're religious and you don't know how to tackle your problems, sometimes reflecting it and leaning on, without a better word for it,
Right.
leaning on your religion and or your beliefs, sometimes it helps you figure out what you're looking for. Right?
And a pastor, and it's been his pastor forever. Like, it's his pastor from when he was a kid.
Exactly.
Like, it's somebody he's known and
it's
grown
kind of
up
like a father
with.
figure.
Right. And you're saying that's a sign of weakness? And
Nah.
he literally, after that, was like, the Eagles are the most talented roster in the NFL, except at quarterback. Everywhere else, they're great, except quarterback.
But again, though, like your favorite team's in their division, and you think Dak's the best thing since ever.
Tom Brady.
Yeah. So get out of here. To me, it's the opposite.
But he's faith based. Like Skip Bayless talks about God all the time.
No, to me, it's the opposite. To me, it shows a sign of strength when you're struggling and you reach out for help.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
It's not a sign of weakness. And he was talking about how, like, oh, well, he's not a good leader. Maybe he had some problems being a leader, but he's like, oh, shit, I need to learn from that. I need to be a better leader. How do I go do that? I don't know. Maybe a leader of a church could be a good person to talk
Somebody
to about
stands
that.
in front of a congregation and leads them. And again, a father figure.
Right. Like, I don't understand. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you I know you love the Cowboys so much, but you cannot be blinded by that.
Yep.
That's and in my opinion, like, for example, Stephen A. loves the Knicks, and he loves the Steelers, and he's picking the Steelers to win the Super Bowl. Well, he's at least win the North or whatever, which isn't outrageous.
No,
that's a decent pick.
In that division, you never know what you're going to get.
And so, like, but I don't feel like he says the Steelers are the best team in the NFL. I don't feel like he just sucks Ben Roethlisberger up all the time. Like, when you can have a favorite team, but you can't let it influence your production.
Right.
Like, I love the Chicago Bears. I will shit talk them this whole episode because they played like garbage.
Because I'm realistic.
You have to be.
I can understand. I can take a step back and look.
I know. He does it for attention. So, let's go back to Damian Woody.
Yes.
And he
might have to have. This might have to be.
Listen, I wrote this down before the game. Okay, he said, no, this was like Wednesday. Okay, his bold prediction for the NFL season was the Bears are going to miss the playoffs and the Vikings are going to win that division. So before the football game, I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No. I don't think. I think they squeak in the wild card, but I think the Packers win that division.
I think they're going to win the division.
If they can beat Chicago, you know what I mean?
And why is everybody so high on the Vikings? Kirk Cousins is still their quarterback.
I have no faith in Kirk Cousins.
Zero.
I don't care.
Dalvin Cook's about to be great.
I don't care if you go back in a time machine, get Randy Moss, and put him out there. Kirk Cousins is still throwing him the ball.
Kirk Cousins is so terrible.
His record
Would
versus
you rather have Kirk Cousins or Mitch Trubisky?
Kirk Cousins.
I want Mitch because he can move a little more.
Yeah, but his name is Mitch.
You're right, but
Kirk,
Captain.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, come on. Name a cool Mitch. I'll wait.
Daniels. Mitch Daniels.
Who's that?
He was the governor of Indiana forever.
Yeah, where's he at now?
He works at Purdue.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I need to say.
Listen, they won today, by the way.
Did they?
Yeah.
Remember when they got beat by that field goal last week?
42-10. So I kind of...
Who'd they play?
Vanderbilt.
Oh. Not the powerhouse that is Vanderbilt.
It's an SEC school.
Oh, I bet it is.
It is.
Not all of them from the SEC are good. Go ahead.
Can we talk about the SEC's mostly garbage except like their top 3 teams?
Alabama doesn't play anybody.
But like people talk about
the 3 games a year.
See, so when you ask best conference in college football,
it's always SEC. Always.
But it's not though. If you go top 4 teams, you got LSU, Alabama, Georgia, exactly. Texas A&M maybe.
Realistically, it's what division would you say?
It doesn't matter. The Big Ten.
No,
bro, the Big Ten
ACC
is trash. They were literally the worst.
But they also have Clemson in it.
One good team does not a division make.
The same way.
No, from top to bottom, okay? The whole conference, okay?
No, it's
the whole conference is the Big Ten is the best.
No, it's the Pac-12.
I hate you.
It's the independents. Oh, wait. Anyway, go ahead. That's not a division. Go ahead.
It's not a division.
No, it's not.
They don't care because of all the money they make.
And they also get their asses whooped in the playoffs like they deserve. Go ahead.
Chris Carter said...
Yeah.
Chris Carter was... Straight face, dog. Full confidence, okay?
Hold on, before you say it, I just want to reiterate how much I like Chris Carter. Go ahead.
Chris Carter said, Mitch has more arm talent than Joe Flacco. Arm talent meaning you can throw all areas of the field, accuracy.
One thing I will definitely give Joe Flacco is he can throw the ball downfield.
Right.
Can Mitch?
No.
I don't think I've ever seen him throw downfield.
He threw one to Allen Robinson. Dog, Allen Robinson had his man beat on a streak. The guy was on his back hip, like a yard back. If you lead him, he catches it and probably gains more yards. He underthrew it, had to go back through the DB and catch it.
That was a good catch, though.
It was a great catch. It looked like it was such a good catch. It looked like he almost did it on purpose. It was an underthrown ball. It was so poorly underthrown that Allen Robinson, being as athletic as he is, was able to still make the play. The DB was still running forward when Robinson came back to catch it. The DB thought he had to go. It's terrible. More arm talent than freaking Flacco. Flacco can throw the ball 85 yards. Okay, no, he can't. He can throw it he can throw far.
He can throw 60 at least.
He can throw far.
On
okay.
a dot, too.
And so he can throw. His accuracy is sometimes at best, but it's better than freaking.
At least Flacco's won a Super Bowl.
He's been to a Super Bowl.
He plays well. He played well in the playoffs.
Joe Flacco's the only quarterback in NFL history to have better playoff numbers than regular season numbers, like by a large margin. He's terrible in the regular season. And then the playoffs come around, it's like Eli Manning is garbage for 3 quarters, and then the 4th quarter comes on, he turns into Superman.
I don't think that's Eli. That's somebody else.
Oh, I apologize.
They definitely dress a different Manning in the 4th.
Oh, God. Anyway.
You can't come out there with a dumb Eli face and then for 3 quarters and then all of a sudden throw dots in the 4th quarter.
Okay, so
make the Patriots look like a joke.
They were speaking of Antonio Brown.
Oh, here we go.
They were talking about him on Undisputed. And Shannon Sharp said this sentence, okay? He said this on TV. He said, money doesn't change you. It only makes you more of what you are. If you're a jerk, you become a gaping butthole.
Hey, you can't allow that on TV.
Bro. I actually stopped and rewound. I was like, there's no way.
Nobody was like,
I was like, Shannon, you can't say that, bro. He called AB.
I don't really like that he called it a gaping butthole.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So
the term
Shannon Sharp.
The term makes me uncomfortable.
I hope somebody talked to him about that. They're like, hey, Shannon,
listen, you can't do that. You can't do any of that. But
anyway,
yeah,
Shannon Sharp, man, you got me laughing on that.
He does have a point though. I think money kind of brings out, like, if you have addiction issues.
Yep.
You know, plus being rich. I mean, then all that stuff is just out there, bro. Like, it's crazy. But apparently, I saw just now on my phone. Apparently, Jalen Hurts has had another good game.
Yeah, I checked into it.
2 weeks in a row.
He was last I saw, he was at 250 with 3 touchdowns. So
back to back, man. He might win the Heisman.
We might have made a mistake. Look, I'm admit when I'm wrong.
I knew there was a chance that he was going to be something from Oklahoma, and I might be wrong. Maybe just the Alabama system didn't fit him well.
Maybe Lincoln Riley is quarterback whisperer. Somebody called him quarterback Jesus this week.
Oh, that's...
I was like, wow, that is...
Does he walk on footballs instead of water?
Field of Dreams?
Turn
something into jug machines? I don't know.
No, turn something into pigskins.
Oh, ew.
Footballs.
Baseballs into pigskins?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. So the last thing I've got here, so ESPN put out their top 30 NBA players of all time.
All right. I know what you're talking about. I have a huge problem with this.
Yeah, you can't imagine why. We'll go 30-1, why not? Steve Nash.
Stupid.
Bad, shouldn't be in the top 30. Chris Paul.
Stupid.
Shouldn't be in the top 30. John Havlicek.
Nope.
Fine, I guess.
Nope.
D. Wade.
Should be higher than that.
Should be higher than 27. 26 was Isaiah Thomas.
I like that. I mean, he might be a little higher.
He might be a little higher. Scottie Pippen, 25.
I don't mind that.
I don't mind it either. Elgin Baylor, 24.
It's a little high.
Kevin Durant, 23 is Steph Curry. It might be too early for that.
Yeah.
Might be. Maybe 30. He's up there.
He's definitely up there above some of the other people.
Kevin Durant at 22.
I don't hate that.
I don't either. Kevin Garnett at 21.
I don't hate that.
Nope. David Robinson at 20.
I don't hate that.
John Stockton, 19.
I don't hate that.
Still, they've come on a better track. Charles Barkley, 18.
I don't hate that.
Dirk at 17. It seems
a little
high,
high.
right? Karl Malone at 16.
That
seems high to me.
yeah,
Moses Malone at 15.
that might be a little. That's high.
Julius Erving at 14. I think he gets a lot of praise for bringing, like, popularizing basketball and not necessarily being a great player.
Yeah, Julius Erving.
Not that he was bad.
He was good.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying 14th
Yeah,
of all time.
but maybe this list transcends. You know what I mean?
It just says ESPN's top 30 players of all time.
Whatever.
13 is Jerry West.
You gotta have the logo up there.
Kobe at 12.
I don't like that.
That's too low.
No, I don't like that because I know who else is up in the top 10.
Well, we're getting there. 11 is Oscar.
I don't mind that.
So top 10 is Hakeem Olajuwon at 10.
That's low.
Seems low, right?
For Hakeem, that's low.
9 is Shaq.
That's low because of who number 7 is.
Bill Russell is 7. But Tim Duncan 8.
I like Tim Duncan there. Again, I don't. Bill Russell is not in the top 10.
But Tim Duncan's better than Kobe?
So what's their justification for putting Bill Russell in there, but Wilt Chamberlain's not in here at all?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah, he is. Never mind. There he is.
Oh, hey, look, number 6 is Larry Bird. I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
No, I don't
really
hate that at all. The next one I hate.
Will at 5 is too high. Entirely
Will
too
and
high.
Bill need to be out of the top 10.
I agree. 100% I agree. So, I actually have a problem with this list as well. You'll see that number 4 is Magic Johnson. That's fine.
I don't hate that.
Number 3 is LeBron.
I don't hate that either.
What?
I don't hate it. Him and Kareem, man, they're kind of interchangeable, dog.
Interchangeable?
Yeah.
No. That ain't interchangeable.
Yeah. You could put Kareem in the game today and he's still going to be good. Put LeBron back in the 80s. See what happens.
You keep talking like that, like he's not an athletic freak. They will have never seen an athlete like LeBron James in the 80s. Never.
You know what would happen to him if he went to the rim? I don't care. All that athleticism in the world, he's getting clotheslined every time.
That doesn't...
It's going to take... All right, here comes 18-year-old LeBron. He's dribbling. He's coming up to the paint. Dennis Rodman hits that man in his dick on purpose.
Yeah.
He ain't going back up to the cup ever again in his life.
LeBron
becomes the greatest three-point shooter of all time because he won't step inside.
You have a point. But would you not agree? Humor me. LeBron is an adaptive basketball player.
No, for sure. I'm not
super
saying
adaptive,
I'm not
right?
taking anything away from.
Like
See,
he started shooting threes before it was popular.
This is my problem with LeBron fans. Y'all can't handle him not being number 2. Like some of y'all can't even stand the fact that he's number 2.
Listen, he's number 2 through and through. But what I'm saying is the argument that he could not play. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. How Jordan did that cool behind the back move, and the announcers lost their minds.
You're right.
I'm saying these guys.
But I'm saying.
Have you ever looked at a picture of Bill Lambier's stupid square head?
Oh my lord. Yeah, but you know what would happen if you came into the paint where Bill Lambier is? He's gonna headbutt you with that head.
I don't like.
They did the only reason I say that is because that's exactly what they did to Michael Jordan.
Absolutely, and
every time he came into the paint,
and what happened?
Beat him the hell up.
He lifted weights and was able to overcome that shit, right? And win championships, right?
He was the GOAT, so yeah.
Okay, fine. You're telling me LeBron wouldn't have figured out to pick up a couple weights?
I mean,
I'm just saying.
He sure as hell wouldn't be 3-6. I will say that.
That's fine.
He'd probably be like 0-1.
It depends on what team he's on.
No.
Yes, it does.
No, actually, never mind. He is none. If he plays in the 90s,
yeah, you're right. No, if he plays in the 90s, he doesn't win.
None.
He doesn't win any.
He gets knocked out in the first round every
because
year.
it depends. Because when Michael Jordan retires, I bet he beats the fucking Patrick Ewing Knicks.
No, that was a good team, dog.
The ones that got destroyed
by Hakeem.
That's Hakeem. The shake. Anyway,
you couldn't see that, but I was over here doing my shake.
I think LeBron should be number 2, but I can see why.
The only one I argue for number 2 over LeBron James is that man right there.
Kareem's fine.
You can even kind of sort of have an argument for Magic Johnson.
LeBron is just a better Magic Johnson.
I understand.
That's not true. I almost was blasphemous. He has a lot of traits that Magic Johnson also had.
To me, honestly, the closest comparison that we have
is Magic.
He's
always been more Magic than Jordan.
People always want to compare him to Scottie Pippen, but LeBron's defense has never been like that.
No.
Like Scottie is literally down there and guard 1 through 5,
and
it's over.
He was not guarding 5s. Stop that.
Yeah, he could, because he was going to knock the ball out of our hands.
He was going to go guard Patrick Ewing.
I mean,
You better shut your ass up.
remember when he dunked over him and looked down at him?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, he didn't.
One of the
give
most
a shit.
iconic.
He didn't give a
dunks.
shit how big you were.
One of the most. He was an angry dunker.
Good.
Absolutely.
You know why?
But excuse me.
Everyone always forgot about him because 23 was out there.
So Scottie Pippen played defense at a 9-9 at all times, right?
Oh,
and locked people the fuck down.
Fuck down.
Okay, LeBron could turn his defense up to like a 9 sometimes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He has the single greatest defensive play in NBA Finals history.
Right, and
not even Finals history. It might be ever.
That
block
is amazing.
Is disgusting.
But he doesn't do it all the time, and
No.
I fully admit that that's one of
that. And then
he doesn't do it all the time now. Years ago, he played.
And my
defense.
main problem with LeBron has always been he's tricky. So like he'll let you get by him on purpose so he can block you
yeah.
because he doesn't want to go up. He doesn't want to get dunked on. I know that because if you go straight up, you can get dunked on. But if you think you blew by LeBron James, you're gonna lollipop it, and all of a sudden you're bing. You're like, oh, my bad.
Anyway,
I'm not saying, but again, for his brand, he's not gonna get dunked on.
He's been dunked on, though.
Yeah, but
he got dunked on in a camp. At one of his camps.
Yeah, and that kid never been seen ever since.
The kid has never been seen, and neither is the tapes.
Yeah.
He erased
That's
it.
all word of mouth.
Excuse me, my goodness.
Even now we're getting sued for bringing it up.
Yeah.
Nike's going to knock on our door right now.
That would be so cool.
Y'all need to delete that.
I'll pay the fine. Dang it. All right. Anyway, I will concede.
There's two people, they're literally the top four that they have right now.
Are correct.
Except mine. No, the 2, 3, and 4 you can argue. 1 can't argue.
Right. Obviously,
but 2, 3, and 4. It depends on.
Kobe should not be 12.
Kobe should be in the top 10
easily.
Right.
Shaq shouldn't be 9.
So take Will and take Bill Russell.
So
out
let's
and
look at it.
move
Let's look at
everybody
it.
up.
So if we take Wilt straight out, you want Larry up at 6.
No, Larry at 5.
Yeah, I apologize.
No.
Larry
You
at
know
5?
what? No. Put Shaq at 5.
Okay, so Shaq at 5.
Larry at 6.
Larry at 6.
Tim Duncan at 7.
Shaq
Kobe at 8. No. Kobe at 7. Keep Tim Duncan at 8.
Right?
I can't put Tim Duncan ahead of Kobe Bryant, man. I can't do it.
You can't because Tim Duncan's not better
Don't
than
get me
Kobe
wrong.
Bryant.
I love Tim Duncan after he retired. Obviously, I can't like him. I can't like him during his career.
I'm not again. Tim Duncan's a good basketball player, solid, probably the greatest power forward of all time.
Oh no, not even an argument.
No beef with that, none. But he wasn't a better basketball player than Kobe Bryant. He just wasn't.
A lot of people. So this is from Pop's mouth himself.
I'll wait.
He literally said that Tim Duncan could have been better than he was, but he did what he had
To make the team better?
To make the team better.
Sure, cool.
I'm not saying
Here's my argument.
When Pops,
Skip A. That's stupid. Stephen A's argument. He will always take a wing player over a center because they control the ball.
Yeah.
And they have more dictation. They have more control over the outcome of the game.
well, not only that, but a player with Kobe's mentality. You know what I mean? He's going to weed your week out and make the players that want to play with him better.
So, in my opinion, if you look at that, right, if you look at this list, and you take out Kareem can't be 2, according to Stephen A. Wilt isn't on the list, and neither is Shaq or Bill Russell.
Or Tim
Or
Duncan.
Hakeem.
Or Hakeem.
None of those guys are.
I don't like that.
According to Stephen A.
Is he talking about today's game, or is he talking about ever?
No, he was talking about. The argument was about Shaq and Kobe in their primes.
Oh, okay. So he would take Kobe Bryant in his prime over Shaq in his prime. Mm-hmm. Okay, you know how big of a Kobe Bryant fan I am, right?
Doc, Shaq is a monster.
I'm not taking Kobe Bryant over Shaq.
I mean,
maybe. I don't know.
It depends on when you play.
What generation am I playing?
And which Shaq do you get? Not that LA
Shaq. Like when he first got to LA. Shit. No, the 3-peat Shaq. You remember when?
Yeah, but even then, he wasn't able to run. Like if you get Orlando,
that dude could run.
He can
run in LA. He doesn't have to. The triangle offense. That's not what they needed.
Stephen A. said that Shaq was addicted to Big Macs, dog.
At one point, he weighed like 380.
Bro, and was still just getting buckets.
Yeah, but the problem with him, that's a lot of weight on them already.
Yep.
You got a lot of body on them knees, man. You put all. Here's the thing. I think if Shaq stays in LA, I don't think it goes out like that. I don't think he gains all that weight in the end. Because I think Kobe talks shit to him all the time.
Bro, Kobe tried to fist fight Shaq, man.
Yeah, you're goddamn
Kobe
right. Kobe
is a freaking insane person.
So that all this shit that's going on right now about how they're blaming Kobe for losing to the Pistons and all that bullshit, right?
Well, there's more to it than that.
Yeah, it wasn't just fucking his fault. But
no,
anyway,
I meant in general the whole conversation started.
So apparently somebody in the locker room asked. So there was an interview with Kobe Bryant, and somebody asked him that question. Said they're blaming it, or no, they said we wouldn't have lost if it wouldn't have been for Kobe being a ball hog. Bro, when the people say that were there say Kobe literally walked up.
It was a newspaper article.
Yeah, and he walked up to everybody's locker and said, Did you fucking say this shit?
Was this you?
To everybody.
Including Shaquille O'Neal.
And he walks right up to Shaq's face. Did you fucking say this shit?
Bro.
6'6" Kobe Bryant, who probably weighed maybe 230.
No, never, ever did Kobe weigh 230.
Maybe in the end. Said to 7'1", 330 Shaq, did you fucking say this shit? With like, I'm gonna punch you in the face if it was you.
Bro, he's tried to fight. It's like one of the first practices. I guess Shaq smacked Kobe in his mouth.
See, no, he said. So I heard that, but then Kobe was like, "Nah, shit never fucking happened."
He tried. I guess Kobe said he
tried. He tried to hit him, and Kobe fucking moved. I believe that more because
either way,
did you see who was it when he was in with the Suns? He tried to destroy that dude, that white dude from the Bulls, with the haymaker that had all haymakers.
Yeah.
If that's how slow he swings, yeah, you could dodge that shit.
Anyway, I'm not picking a fight with Shaquille O'Neal.
Can we also agree that if that hit lands, Shaq's going to jail for murder that night? Yeah. Dog, if he hits that man with that haymaker, that dude gets hit, and then all you see is Shaq's fist come through anime style on the other side of his head.
Oh, my goodness.
So Shaq, we just saw live murder on TV. All right.
That's go crazy, dog.
But I don't like that list because
Kobe is too low, man.
Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain do not belong in that list if you're going off 100%. Pure skill.
100%.
Because back then it doesn't count. And Bill Russell had all of his accomplishments come with the biggest asterisk.
Because he played with 12
12
other Hall of Famers?
I would put a bigger asterisk next to his name than I would Barry Bonds' home run record.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Because sure, you took steroids. Fine. Steroids don't help you hit the ball.
I agree. We talked about that.
You know what helps you win championships? 13 other Hall of Famers.
Hey. 12 other Hall of Famers.
Whatever.
And a Hall of Fame coach.
Red Auerbach.
And you were like the biggest guy in the NBA next to Wilt.
One of 7 teams. Of course you were going to win all them championships.
Right.
That's the only thing you can say about
And Wilt Chamberlain, they literally changed the game of basketball for him.
Yeah, 3 seconds in the key.
Yeah, you can't stand here all game, Wilt. You have to move.
Move from here to there.
Like, you got to move 5 feet, dog.
You can keep coming back, and you got to get out of here every once in a while. Tired of watching you do this all time.
I agree. And you know, Wilt Chamberlain was a legit 7 foot tall.
And he going up against 6'6" dudes. Like
No. 6'6" is the other tall people.
That's like me and you playing basketball against a bunch of 3rd graders. And acting like we're the greatest thing of all time.
I would destroy some
I'm throwing elbows.
I don't know. Right now, I got the injury going on. I don't think I could get a 3rd grader right now.
I'm going to do this.
You can't.
Throw a couple of those.
What that was he was palming the basketball. You can't palm a basketball.
No, we got to play with little 3rd grade basketballs.
That's
the little
fair.
ones.
Oh, yeah.
The ones they give away at the fair. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, you know what would be upsetting though is when the 3rd graders win and we got to go home.
We're not going home. We're driving off. We're going somewhere with a cliff because it's Indiana where we don't have a cliff. We're driving somewhere with a cliff.
Hey, so if you lose to a bunch of 3rd graders in basketball, you got to retire, right? You can't play basketball ever again?
You can't even talk about basketball.
You got to.
When basketball comes up around you, you just change the subject. You're like, so anyway, it's a nice day out.
Nuclear holocaust, am I right?
Have you ever noticed Corey never talks about basketball? Oh, you in here?
He used to love talking about basketball. No. I wouldn't be around here because if 3rd graders started telling people they beat me in basketball...
Dog.
Also, I would like to just shout out my friend Tony. You listen to the podcast. For my birthday, he got me a podcast shirt.
Our podcast shirt.
It is. It's the Flexin Nerd podcast logo on this shirt.
I'm not going to lie to you. It's the most beautiful shirt I've ever seen.
Shout outs to you, man. I really appreciate it. I love it to death. Hopefully, maybe this isn't the last one. Maybe there'll be more of those.
That'd be dope.
I don't know. That's obviously something in the future, but I appreciate you, brother. It's really cool. I just thought I'd let you know I'm wearing it right now while we record it.
You have to.
So, you got anything else you want to go, or we might cut this a little short.
I do owe you an apology today.
You do?
When you were putting Eden to sleep last time, I was scrolling through my Facebook.
Yeah.
And apparently Disney canceled a Rise of the Skywalkers panel with Hayden Christensen and the dude that played Palpatine. So why are they both there?
Bruh.
Let me find out Vader shows up in this one. I'm not going to say it because I know who listens to this podcast. But I have to bring a change of underwear. Because a lot of fluids are coming out of my body in that theater.
Wait, so if it's Hayden, you're cool with it?
He has to have learned, right? Because if he comes out and he acts his ass off, you know what I mean? In this comeback, that could be a comeback for your whole career. You know what I mean?
He's going to be a Force ghost? Is he going to talk to Kylo?
I hope so. I've wanted that interaction so bad.
Can it be him?
So me and Jordan
be cussing Kylo out like stop being a little.
So me and Jordan were having a discussion, right? We were talking about literally for a while after 8 came out. That's all we did was talk about shit. And we said what would be dope is if Luke came to Rey and was talking to Rey, and then he was like, "Oh, well, what about Kylo?" And then he brought up Palpatine. I was like, "No, it can't be Palpatine. It has to be Vader." But it can't be Vader. It's got to be Anakin. And Anakin's like, look, you are making all the mistakes I made. Don't
do that.
Don't do that. That would be a good way for Kylo to come back to the light. Although your theory last week was pretty dope. But that one would be pretty good too.
When Kylo comes to the light and Rey goes, ooh.
Yeah, because Snoke's still alive.
No,
him and
Snoke
Palpatine
is not alive.
Him and Palpatine are working together.
Listen, I wish Snoke was alive too. He's dead.
They wasted him, right?
Yeah.
They like a lot.
They wasted the whole series just because Rian Johnson was like, I'm going to be different.
Although his new movie looks pretty good.
No, it doesn't.
So Whodunit? Have you seen it?
No.
Knives Out. Chris Evans is in that.
Ask me if I'm going to watch that dude's movie.
I am because it's like a whodunit. Like you ever see that movie Clue? Don't. It's terrible.
I played the game Clue.
Yeah, it's like that. Like you're trying to figure out who did it. Who did?
You know who would love that shit?
Me.
My wife.
Me. We'll go together.
You guys go. I'll hang out with your wife. We'll just chill.
But Chris Evans' character is a smartass, and come on. He's back to his roots.
Ask me if I care about Chris Evans after he's not in Marvel movies.
You do.
I don't.
He's a good actor.
Nah.
Come on.
Have you seen the Fantastic Four?
That's not his fault. He was the best part of those movies.
That can't.
Yeah, him and
Jessica Alba.
No, her acting. She couldn't act her way out of a wet paper bag.
So how do you act your way out of a paper bag, sir? I'll wait.
Act like you want to get out? I don't know. So I guess we're done, right? Oh, I wanted to talk about. So we're on YouTube now.
We are on YouTube.
How it's just audio right now. It's literally what you're listening to now,
right?
But on a YouTube platform.
I don't know if it's easier to download. I don't know
if you have like YouTube Now or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be easier. Some people, however you listen to us, is what we want.
Right.
We're trying to spread this out So eventually, I know I posted on the Facebook page, which also you can follow us there.
And Twitter, we got one of those. Hashtag. I have realized now all of the tweets. I've never used a single hashtag. Apparently, I don't know how to use Twitter. My bad. I will start hashtagging things. Yeah.
So I found this website. I don't know if anybody's interested in this, but I'm gonna throw it out there because it's a really cool website. So essentially, Zach here does all the editing. So
that's me.
Essentially, all I've been doing for the past 3 months is just showing up, hanging out, and just doing nothing.
Oh, shut up!
But now he sends me all of them. All I do is load it in there, and then put the logo behind it, put a little sound bar, and the website does the rest of it. It's called Headliner.com.
Shout out to Headliner. Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's a crazy cool website.
That's awesome.
And it's free.
I love that.
It's awesome.
We enjoy free.
Yeah. Well, not only, especially since right now we're not. It's literally all.
So, I just said something weird. Anyway, look. So my wife and I were watching a show, and do you know if I said I stan the Chicago Bears? Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife didn't know what that means.
Yeah.
She's like, "What's stan?" I'm like, like you stand up for something. Like this is your you back that 100%. She's like, "How come I've never heard that before?" I'm like, "It's Eminem song, Stan." She's like, "I don't know."
Listen to that song, get sad, because Stan dies. And,
anyway, I don't know why that crossed my mind.
Yeah, so follow us on all the platforms that we're on. Obviously, we don't have an Instagram, because neither one of us would post anything on there ever.
That is a fact. No Instagram. And now, maybe someday, when we get a, what is that called? A social media manager.
Definitely need that. We need to look into doing that. Somebody that can actually handle this shit. And,
but you know that means we're going to have to take pictures. And when we get merch, we'll have to take pictures in the merch.
Yeah, but not of us. We get a model.
Of us.
No, we get a model.
Are you going to pay somebody?
Yeah, Rabbi for the men, and then your wife.
I don't know if she wants to. I will ask.
Well, if you ask nice with a smile on your face.
Nah, it's just
no. Listen. You have to bargain. It's called marriage.
We'll see. Anyway, we've gone off on a wild tangent. Anyway, follow us on the social media platforms. We're on YouTube now.
I think we're up to 8 episodes on there, so it's going to take me a while because you only get a 10 video limit a month. But next month we should be
all caught up. All our stuff will be over there.
Yeah, and comment below on Facebook and YouTube or wherever you're listening if you want us to eventually do video. I know we talked about it before.
Yeah, someday I think we can.
I think obviously in the setup that we're in now, it's not really a good idea. But when we get a better,
but if you are interested,
yeah, if you are interested, I just kind of want a poll type of thing, how everyone feels about it. I'm really interested if that's something you guys want us to go.
You want to see our ugly mugs.
You want to see the stupid faces I make when I say the stupid things I say?
At least you admit it.
But like I want people to go, the first comment I want if we do a video is like, that's exactly what I thought he looked like.
I knew he would do that.
He looks as dumb as I thought he did.
Anyway, thank you for listening. It's been episode 13 of the Flexin Nerd Podcast. Have yourselves a great week, and we'll see you again next week.
Yes, sir.
That's not how you end it, dog.
Yes, it is.
You say it right.
Yes, sir. What?
Later, dog.
Oh, later.